Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Grimolia, and I am the president and CEO here at Woodland Pond. Today is a Tuesday, February 15th, 2022, to be specific, and this is my weekly update for this Tuesday. I don't have a ton to talk about, and as we have been sort of so thankfully coming out of, some of, knock on wood, the worst of the pandemic, I'm actually considering potentially, sunsetting these weekly addresses, or maybe instead of me doing them every week, maybe have rotate through my different staff members, but more to come on that. Maybe we'll change it up in March. In the meantime, so COVID wise, we're stable. As you know, we haven't announced any new cases, no suspected cases, nothing like that in quite a while. We're thrilled about that. The numbers in the county continue to drop. The state numbers continue to drop. And that's despite, we're going mask. A lot of us are going maskless now in certain settings. And it looks like sort of, this winter wave might have subsided quite a bit. So we're really thrilled about that. We hope that everyone is enjoying the dining rooms being open, the activities being having resumed, your visits with your loved ones, and outings and trips and so forth. What a beautiful day it is. It's all good stuff. So I hope you're all feeling that. I hope that you're really taking the opportunity to spend time with one another, maybe start traveling, up to you, your risk tolerance, whether you want to get on a plane or on public transit, but certainly nothing should be stopping you from getting in the car and going to see a loved one. Most of our residents are vaccinated and boosted. Most of our staff are vaccinated, and everyone will be boosted. There is a state mandate for that to be done as early as this Monday. So really good things going on that front. So no more to talk about on that at the moment. As far as other things that are going on campus, you should be paying close attention to your activities calendars. So wherever you live in the building or on campus, there are activity calendars that tell you every day what's going on. And I cannot emphasize enough that, this is one campus, one community. So just because you may sleep somewhere doesn't mean that you cannot go enjoy a event, presentation, a service, somewhere that's not in the same area of the community where you live. As long as you can safely participate in that activity alone or independently, you're welcome to join. So if you'd like to come over and use the Independent Living Hair Salon, we will let you know how to do that. If you alternatively would like to go to one of our religious services in the Great Room and you live in independent living, we'll give you instructions on how to do that. But everyone should kind of see the whole community as for everyone. And I hope that those meeting facilitators, committee chairs, residents council, in all areas of the community are really embracing this concept, because that's what makes Woodland Pond so special, is our ability and a desire to welcome everyone into the community. Today specifically, I am, especially excited. My sister will be here. Her name is Julie Noble, and she's going to be presenting in the PAC at 2 p.m. I believe, I don't have the calendar in front of me, but I do believe that it's going to be live streamed on channel 1340. But Julie will be here at the invitation of SUSCOM to talk about the different ways that residents can make a difference in simple ways related to sustainability. So Julie will be here at 2. And I hope that those of you that would like to come and see her presentation, come and fill up that room, because it's an important topic, and she's got lots of good ideas. This is what she's been doing for a living. This is what she went to school for, and she's got a lot of great insight. So I hope that you all come and say hi to my sister Julie today at 2, or catch her on WPTV. As you all know, I think at this point we have our new director of the culinary program, or as it's technically called, the general manager of dining. Amy McIntyre started here with us last Monday, and from the feedback that I've gotten, Amy's presence, and then also really significant forward progress on the action plan that Sodexo put together for us, are really starting to see returns in terms of what we're emphasizing for improvement, things that we're working on. We still have lots of things underway. And as I had said about a month ago, it was our intention that 3 months after Amy arrived, we would be resurveying independent living residents about your updated experience with the culinary program, and then surveying health center residents to see if we are where you want us to be. So we need to give Amy some time to establish herself, the team to sort of reestablish itself. We also are continuing forward progress on a front of the house manager for independent living for the main dining room. And I'm cautiously excited that we may have found our candidate. It's not confirmed yet, but we're very committed to that. And I hope you all enjoyed your Valentine's dinners last night, and look forward to really good things to come with the culinary program. Tonight, we have the Village of New Paltz Planning Board meeting at 7 p.m. So a couple of us will be attending that. It's a Zoom meeting, but we will be attending that as owners' representatives, as well as our engineering firm will be here to discuss the next steps related to the on-site cottage expansion. So the 3 additional units with 2 units each in those. So this is the first official planning board meeting. They have our site plan application for that project, and it will be discussed. That project is on the agenda. It's a relatively limited scope because we're not asking for variations to our existing site plan approval. We're just going to slot those cottages with their approval, of course, onto the existing campus, sort of tucked away in little spots that won't be particularly obtrusive or intrusive, I guess I should say. So we're excited about that, but really don't know what to expect. We did take this project preliminarily to the planning board back in September, as you know, and they didn't raise any, concerning issues at that point, but that wasn't a formal application process. So this is the formal, and so we'll be taking that meeting on Zoom today, and we will see how that goes. Of course, we will keep everyone posted as it relates to that project. I think. Let's see. The next thing that I just wanted to provide an update on is, as you know, and I've referenced this in the Chanticleer, and I think a weekly memo within the last couple of weeks. There has been a discussion ongoing about potentially adding a dog park on campus, because if there's one thing we know about pets, being a pet-friendly community, we know that our pets age sometimes faster than we age, or sometimes we age faster than our pets do. So there's always kind of a possibility that there's a disconnect between the ability of the resident to care for the pet and the needs of the pet. And so, that's a very transitional process, So a dog park is a nice way to allow residents that, may have difficulty with walking their dogs or so forth, to allow their dogs some exercise. Having faced some concerns raised by the Physical Plant Committee, we agreed to sort of table it for now and go to the CCRCs in New York State that have experience with dog parks themselves. Like communities, that we don't need to recreate the wheel. And so we are waiting for some feedback on that. And we promised the PPC, the Physical Plant Committee, that we would bring feedback back to them. And I think their meeting is in maybe 2.5 weeks. So I expect to have that data. And I think that we should, take whatever feedback we get seriously. We don't have to insert, our sort of expectations if we can rely on what someone else has experienced. So we're looking forward to that. I have no idea what the outcome will be, but we certainly will take that back to the Physical Plant Committee. The last thing I'll say, and this just relates to, of course, committees in general, and thinking about things that residents can and should be considering here on campus. If you look at your newsletter, and just to be clear, again, simply because someone moves to assisted living or maybe moves to skilled nursing, it shouldn't mean that you stop doing the things that you love at Woodland Pine, and it also shouldn't stop you from pursuing things that are of interest to you. So there's absolutely nothing stopping someone that has a home address in assisted living from joining the book group or brain teasers or the dining committee. So I think it's really important that everyone really update their understanding of all of the things that are available on campus at a given time. Just looking, we have an interest groups list here. It spans an entire page on the Independent Living newsletter, and you can obtain a copy of that by contacting Concierge, and we can leave that for you. In addition, we've got probably 15 committees, and I know the health center's got, a ton there as well. The sky is really the limit in terms of how much you want to be engaged and involved. And the residents really do have a voice. This is something that we have always really valued here at the community. And, as long as something is financially appropriate, ethical, and legal, we don't have a preference as to what happens here on campus. This is the residents' community. So if the residents feel like we would like to pursue, a particular type of aqua class, for example, in the pool, the sky is the limit in terms of what we consider. I want you all to think about, how can I empower myself to have more of a voice? Is it more powerful for me to sit at the, at my dining table and complain about the bread to my neighbor? Or is it more powerful for me to go to the dining committee and say, listen, on, February 15th, I sat there, the rolls never came out. I asked the wait staff what happened with the rolls. The dining committee is who needs to hear that. The dining committee is how you can use your voice to become empowered, to get that support, to use your voice. And we want that. There are 5 committees on campus that have a member of management there every single month. We're given a task list of things that we are to answer to and follow up on. And it's a really nice collaboration. I meet with the Residents Council at least once a month and more as invited. We want your feedback, we want your participation, and we want this community to be as much driven by what you're hoping to get out of it as possible. So please don't sit on the sidelines. Get right in that game and help us to make this the community that you want to see it be. Again, the sky is the limit. We just have to talk about it. I hope you all have a great afternoon, and I will see you soon. Thank you.